It's a Tuesday morning, wherever you find yourself. A very good morning to you and welcome to Showbiz Now. We're live on Joy Prime, and this is where we bring you nothing but the best of entertainment. And today, we've got something very special to talk about here on the show. My name is KMJ, the royal host, and you're most welcome to Showbiz Now. What happened? So Prime Studio brings you the very exciting Prime Studio competition. Of course, you get to also enjoy the performances by our talented contestants. It's the grand finale getting closer and closer. Who wins the ultimate prize package of over 80,000 Ghana cedis plus 1 year recording deal. Now, it's going to be for 2 singles and the management as well. And that's quite impressive. Watch out for the finale of Prime Studio this Saturday on Joy Prime at 8 p.m. Remember that you have the power to choose who wins. And so go ahead, PS followed by the name of your favorite contestants to short code 1903 on all networks. Prime Studio says, rock your world, and we're definitely rocking the world. And My Dad Is Tough is on Joy Prime Hits FM, and Joy News brings to you My Dad Is Tough, a celebration of fathers in the front lines of COVID-19. Now, your dad, a frontline worker in a health sector, police, immigration, customs, fire service, or military, if they find themselves in any of these places, send a 1-minute video. It's a recording of yourself and tell us the story that makes your frontline dad tough and should be also celebrated. The WhatsApp number you can send that to is 055-9691-797. Add full contact details of you and your dad as well. The most touching stories actually stand a chance to win amazing prizes for your dad. And of course, some very big celebration coming their way come Sunday, 21st of June 2020. Submission of entry is from now till 13th of June 2020. You're not missing out that for anything. So make sure that you send in the entries and let us hear from you. My dad is tough, and you don't want to miss out on any of that. All right, so folks, let me dig into the conversation we're having today. Yesterday, we began with something that had to do with dancers and what they're doing around the world to help in the COVID-19 awareness. Now, we're also looking at what dancers are going through in the face of COVID-19. Indeed, if they are really getting the attention they're supposed to get, if they're losing out as well, and what they're supposed to be doing to ensure that they get to also be on the front line so that people can still know that they also do exist. So we played a documentary which is going to be aired on Joy News and Joy Prime. And yesterday we did part 1 of that. So watch out for the full documentary on dancers. COVID-19 Saving the Last Dance is the name of the documentary, and it's coming your way very soon. Check this one real quick. When I come back, we're going to be delving into the conversation. I'll tell you about my guest. Ways to connect with your fans via social media. But what about the dancers? So, let's talk about the breakdance, Azonto, Coupe, Pilolo, Anwa, all in Ghana, in Nigeria, Shoki, Shaku Shaku, in South Africa, Gwara Gwara, Idibala. All these dance steps have played major roles in marketing the songs of many great artists across the world. These are steps that have been beautifully created by dancers who have either been credited for it or not. And that's the documentary. Watch out for the full version on Joy Prime and Joy News. Away from that, wearing an appropriate face mask helps prevent coronavirus infections, but not everyone, especially the poor and vulnerable, can afford masks. Now, can you donate a mask or help secure a mask? Or for these people that we're talking about now, a coalition of event planners in collaboration with Multimedia Group Limited and the support of Accra Metropolitan Assembly invites you to the Join the Masks for All initiative. Donate a mask today. Call 059-585-11609 and 60 and be a part of this initiative. It's Masks for All. Protect you, save all. And that's what we're doing to also help others who cannot afford the max. Now, away from that, let's get into the conversation right now. COVID-19 saving the last dance. And I'm going to be joined up by two very important people in the dance fraternity via Zoom. And I'm going to have in the studio one guest as well. So my guest from Ghana and USA, who is currently in the US, is Asha Frimpong. He's a dancer, a Ghanaian dancer, but he's in the USA right now. And Fresh Agidi is also a Ghanaian dancer, will be joining me in the studio. And Okalina Celine Opoari is a Nigerian dancer. She's also going to be joining me via Zoom. So if we have them, let me just welcome my guests right now here on the show. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hello. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, and good to have you guys on the show. And I would want to quickly begin with you, Okalina. Let me find out what have you been doing with yourself with the COVID-19 situation all over the place?
First of all, I had to take a step back because the truth is, in Nigeria, if I may say that in this part of Africa, we're not so used to online classes, like, like you teaching classes via in the internet, like say Zoom or other aspects. We're used to being taught physically. So I had to take a step back personally to see what's going on around the globe. I had to do some soul searching and dancing at home, and also just doing everything I usually would do in the studio at home. It was quite difficult, and then trying as well to just keep my mind in a positive state so I don't lose it, and then trying to encourage my friends who also came up with stuff. So for me, it was more of soul searching and trying to find a balance and trying to adjust to what we find ourselves in.
Okay, interesting one. Let me get back to you as well. Asha, tell me about your experience as well, COVID-19, and what you're going through.
Asha, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay, Asha, I think you've muted your Zoom, so maybe you need to do that. You need to unmute it and then join us over here. Fresh Agidi will be joining me in studio, and you had Okalina. She is in Nigeria. She's a dancer, professional dancer in Nigeria. So let me get back to you again. So you as a dancer, Celine, you as a dancer, tell me, do you think that this is the hardest moment you can ever find yourself in as a dancer?
Yes, it is. So far, so good. Like in all my life, I have never been in this kind of situation before. So this is definitely the hardest. And it's not just about me, but like dancers all over the world. Imagine no shows, no jobs, no nothing. You're at home and you can't make money right now. You have to spend all the money you've saved up, all the plans have been canceled. So it's really hard. It's the hardest moment. I bet you it is. It's been.
Since Usher has not been able to join us, then I'm sure that I'm going to be bombarding you with a lot of questions.
Yes, I'm here.
Usher is on. Okay. So, Usher, tell me, now you're not breaking your bones again. You're not jumping around. You're not doing anything. You've been confined in a certain place, even though you get time to do your few things in your room. How are you dealing with the situation?
Okay, first of all, let me say a big thank you to you, and also hello to all Ghanaians, and also to my co-dancers in Ghana. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, Max. It's not easy. As you can see, everywhere is silent, especially in America. Is west. We had a plan to do a tour with my team, SG Entertainment, to do a tour across the nation in the States and also outside the country. But unfortunately, we have to cancel everything. Do More Afro with Asha One has to be down. And trust me, it has really bring like
I know that
easy.
feeling. Now, I was asking Celine that if indeed this is the hardest moment she can find herself in as a dancer, I want to ask you the same question. How do you feel? Is it the hardest moment?
Oh, yes. It is the hardest moment because there's one big event in DC that is called Sawa Sawa Kizomba Dance Festival. and it is a big festival that you actually see almost like 5,000 people come together. And the contract that I signed with them was huge. I mean, good money. And yeah, it can buy 2 plots.
2 plots of land at somewhere in East Legon, eh?
Ghana, because yeah, I had 2 slots in it. I have to teach on Wednesday. That was on the 1st July and 3rd July, but it's been cancelled. And then another one in Paceback, also the same at Paceback Dance Festival, very huge one. The same thing is being cancelled. One too in Canada as well is being cancelled. So Charlie, lot of money is gone in. We have to look on the other side as well.
We have to look at the other side as well. Now we'll be getting into the profession proper, whether you guys have been treated fairly as dancers in the industry, and if you're making money. But in the studio here with me, I have Fresh Agidi. He's also a dancer, and he's joined us here in the studio. And you saw Frimpong Asha in the USA. He's a Ghanaian, and also Celine Opoari is also a Nigerian dancer. Bro, how are you also taking the situation now? Money gone, eh?
No easy. It's never easy. You know, in Ghana, I don't know if it's in Ghana or all over, dance itself is not being given that
recognized.
That it
Yeah,
yes.
it's the reason we had to embark on this project, so we
It's
can
a
correct
good
some of these
reason
things.
to embark on. Dance itself is not being recognized, and then COVID-19 has also come. Trust me, my brother, it's not easy. No show, nothing. You have a studio that you teach dance over there, everything being closed down. You don't have anything to do.
All the
You just
rehearsals
have
you
to-
do, you don't take it to anywhere.
No,
because there's no performance anywhere that you need to go and look for
You
money
cannot, you cannot go anywhere with it. You just need to stay at home.
Now, how is this affecting you personally?
Me, per se, I'll say it has affected me, but not really well, because I'm a type of person that I always like to stay back, lay low. So even if there is no show, I know where I can get money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have multiple streams of income.
Exactly.
I see. So let me get back to my Zoom and talk to Celine and Asha as well and find out from them. Do you guys also have multiple streams of income where, as a dancer, you're not going out and money's not coming in, you're finding it somewhere else? Let me first start from you, Celine.
Yes, of course, because otherwise I think that I would have lost my mind. I think that one of the things that got me really worried is the fact that some dancers don't have, some people don't have that kind of support. Some of us, we have support from family, we have where to fall back on, we have other streams of income, but some dancers, a lot of dancers, not just some, a lot of dancers don't have. So they were stranded. So my pain mostly was the fact that, how many people can you help? How many people can you pull up with you? So this just opened my eyes. And to me, I'm saying to all dancers, you need to be able to do other things. I am pretty sure a lot of people are like gifted in other aspects. You need to find other streams of income. Do not rely. This has really opened our eyes to see that, oh my God, anything can happen. So you have to be prepared. And for those dancers who don't save, who don't at least keep something for the future, it's shown that, like, wow, if you don't have anything for the future and such a tragedy or something like this happens next time, you're going to find yourself in another situation. So for me personally, I have all the streams of income and also the support of my family. So I just wasn't really affected, but I was just like feeling so bad for the lots of people that were affected by it.
Awesome. Let me find out from you, Asha. What is in your case?
Yeah, in my case like this, like my dear sister was saying, some of us like this, we do have other stuff that we do get income from. And then on the dance itself, I'm actually a personal trainer as well. So I do go into various homes that I teach as well. So that aspect is also getting an income. But onto the other part of the people where you think they don't have the needs and the help is what really bothers us a lot. Because let me say, everybody knows Asha. People can get through to Asha. What's about the other people as well? So for me, I do have other stuff that I do that get me income. Aside that, with my personal training and then online as well, people call you, people wants to train with you physically and stuff. So yeah, I do have other things that really brings in income.
Okay, so it all boils down to, you know, thinking ahead of time and making sure that whatever comes, you are prepared enough to face it. Now, let's come to a very important part of the conversation we're having over here, which happens to be how you guys are treated, you know, in terms of your businesses with artists, and whether you're paid well or whether you're given insurance on set. Before that, there's COVID-19. What are you guys doing in terms of awareness, in creating awareness? I think the dancers have been very quiet and very unconcerned about this. I'll come back to those at the other side, but let me start from you.
You're right. When you
Fresh.
say dancers are
You guys have not
quiet.
done anything.
You're right.
Dancers are not doing anything. Awareness, nothing. Why?
Just because the industry is not giving us the attention that they need to give us. So even
But you
if
need to
do
make a step.
something-
If you're not making the step, how does the industry come in to support it?
That is what I'm saying. Even if you make the step,
They won't mind you.
they won't mind you.
So that's the case.
That's the case. You want to embark on something, you don't have any support from any industry.
Is it because you guys are not serious?
The dance industry itself doesn't seem to have an industry. Because the entertainment scene doesn't recognize us. We are trying our best, we are doing our best to push dance out there. But then the entertainment industry that we are in, they don't regard the dancers in it. As if we are just some Kobolo dancers trying to find
Make a
ways
living
to
or
make-
something like
yes.
that.
But it's not like that. It's a business. Dance is a business. People wake up, go into rehearsal as if they are going to their offices to rehearse, to prepare for the shows coming
Yeah.
and all that. But you go for shows and all that, and then you are being treated as if
And dance forms, if you like, about 80% of the music videos that the artists put out there. Let me find out, Celine, in Nigeria, what pertains over there in terms of the dance industry? Are you guys respected? Are you recognized? Are you given that support you need from government, whoever, corporate body? Do you get them? Hello, Celine, we can't hear you. So if you can hear me, please check on your Zoom again and then.
Oh my God, sorry, my bad, my bad.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so this conversation has been on over here, and I would like to say this. We have, before now, not been treated so well. No support whatsoever from the government. And then we have, of course, some people get support from some companies. Not everyone, but generally we didn't get that support from the company and that respect from people. So the truth is, I am not going to 100% blame these people. Neither am I going to blame us 100% because both parties have a fault. You know, they have their faults. We ourselves, first of all, we didn't respect ourselves, and we do not even appreciate the power we have. We do not even use it to the maximum. So we didn't see ourselves as that important. It's right now, a lot of dancers are beginning to say, oh my God, so we bring in this much. Oh, our eyes are becoming open.
Yeah.
So we're now beginning to understand that there are certain things that are involved in the business of dance, not just dance as a passion. So conversations have been going on. Dancers have been enlightened in this path. And right here in Nigeria, I tell you, it's been worse. Like we've seen worse cases. You're treated as, I don't know, like a second-class citizen. When you go for events, you get to shout, you get to fight. But then we forgot that it's in the books. It's all about the contract. You need to state what you want. You need to follow the books to the core. We didn't really know much about the business. Some of us, like very few people did, and they never experienced that. And sometimes when they experience it, they speak out and they fight for their right. So truthfully, till now, I think that we have not gotten to where we should be. And that conversation is on in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. And we're trying to push and educate dancers and also put the word out there that, hey, we matter. We make this thing happen. We make entertainment buzz. So we have the power. We need to begin to take over our power, take our stand, and make sure we're treated right.
Interesting. Now, you are in the U.S., Asha. You are in the U.S., and I'm sure you've had an experience of how things also operate over there. Share with us what you think, what is happening back home in Nigeria, in Africa, and what is happening in the Western land.
Before I'll say anything here in US, let me start from Ghana. I really appreciate the fact that my brother Fresh was saying that the media has not paid attention to the dance. Let me just correct that part a little bit. The media always pay attention when you take your crafts seriously. Just like my sister is saying, when you think of the business wise, the media will come in. But if you don't take your craft as a business wise, nobody will accept whatever that you are doing. But if you move forward to them, you tell them, Max, I'm doing this. I want to be interviewed. Max, I'm doing this. I need a support. Max, I'm doing this. They will do it. No media personnel will just walk from his office and come to you, Fresh, and say, oh, Fresh, do you have any program? Do you have this? No. That is what I want him to know from today. That if you don't move, nobody moves to you. If you don't put something out there, they will never move to you. That is why the whole thing looks like dancers in Ghana are not getting like attention from the media. But once you do the attempts, they will come to your aid. Here in America, it's so beautiful. Everything that you do, people will rush onto you. Being bloggers, being people that have to interview you, whatever, everybody involve themselves in it, because it is not just music that we do in America.
Okay.
There's a lot of talent. So every TV station or every radio across the nation here in America grabs everything. They talk about everything. I mean, everything. So if you put on your telly right now, you have a channel that you actually get people sitting there talking about dance, what is happening here and here, what stuff that is coming. The same applies to radio.
Okay.
But so, I don't know Africa. I don't know Nigeria as well.
So it's basically the effort that you put into it and how serious you are with it. Unfortunately, our time is up.
Exactly.
But what we're going to do is that we're going to extend this conversation. Hopefully next week, we're going to extend the conversation so we can finish up with what we have started. It is a part one of that. So we're going to have the part two next week so we can finish up with the conversation. I'd like to say a big thank you to Asha and thank you to Celine for joining us via Zoom.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be talking again sometime next week, and I appreciate you guys. Asha, Fresh, we're going, but we're going to continue with this thing next week. I think the business side that we need to talk about, right? We need to talk about that. All right, so folks, that will be my time for today, but the part two will be coming up, God willing, next week. Now, we're going to go on the streets on Monday, and we'll find out from people what they think about dance here in Ghana and on the continent as well. That will be Scoop on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we'll have these gentlemen and the lady back again, and then we'll continue with the conversation. We want to drastically deal with this issue. What would you want to say finally before we go? The business hard.
You know, easy, my brother. But like, I'm really grateful for having me here today. And then, like you said, I want us to continue this.
No, we're going to continue with it.
Because it's the whole topic that dance need to tackle on it.
And what happened? My name is KMJ, the Royal Host. Don't forget that the show is supported by Luminary HDMR. God willing, tomorrow we're back again. Ivy is going to be on the show. Make sure you tune in at 11 a.m. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Ki Abayate. Let me share the story with you. Mr. T is my next door neighbor. He's a caring husband and a very responsible father of four. He's also a journalist who gives us all the news that we want to hear in this pandemic COVID-19. He's such a wonderful father. That is why I am celebrating him this Father's Day. What's your story?
Joy Prime, Hits FM, and Joy News brings you My Dad is Tough, a celebration of Father's Day in the front lines of COVID-19. Is your dad a frontline worker? Send a 1-minute video recording of yourself telling us the story that makes your frontline dad tough but should be celebrated to WhatsApp number 0559 691 797. The My Dad is Tough Father's Day celebration is sponsored by DBS Roof and Sheet, Roof Papa Pafie, Soccer Bet, OD Bitters, Susomwe, Abensuo from Aheneba Kasapa, Herboplast Immune Booster, at Donko Bitters,